Okay, hey guys. So this reading is going to be on someone comment below a question about doing a reading on Halle Bailey and her ex slash baby daddy DDG. Funny enough, I actually did two videos on these two a long time ago, but I've never made them public. I kind of regret it because I did pick up on how one, the people are speculating, oh, they're gonna get back together, yada yada yada. I picked up, no, they're not. Like, especially not right now, that we're not gonna get back together during that time, which they did not. And I also picked out certain type of behaviors happening. I didn't predict the whole lawsuit thing and the alleged abuse, but I did pick up on their, with a lot going on behind the scenes, like their relationship is a lot more complicated and almost like they wanted to move on from each other, especially Halle. But yeah. But anyway, this reading is going to be about these 6 questions they wanted me to ask, mostly about Halle Bailey and the direction she's going career-wise, whether or not it's going to affect her, what is, if things going to be better in the future, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, this reading is not going to be about their lawsuit or whatever, or the alleged, I'm gonna say alleged because don't want to get sued, but the alleged abuse or whatever. I shouldn't say whatever. That's rude for me to say. I mean the alleged abuse between DDG and Halle Bailey. Some people say she's lying. I think she submitted proof or pictures or videos that she was hurt. Da da da. A lot of people say she's contradicting herself. A lot of people said they knew this was gonna happen, but she didn't listen, all these type of things, stuff like that, which is very sad to say because there's an innocent child involved in this whole mess. No one likes seeing parents or couples or anybody in general fighting and stuff like that. So hopefully everything works out for the best. The child is safe and sound. The situation gets worked out, and whoever's, I guess you could say, at fault or whoever did wrong gets, I'm not gonna say prosecuted. I don't know. Well, whoever's the victim in this can get the justice that they need to move forward into a better direction. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop into these 6 questions. I'm probably gonna have a part 2 because the last question, which is number 7, it's going to be a little too broad to put in this video because I'm pretty sure the video is probably going to be an hour long. I'm going to be honest with you. But that's why I'm going to break it up into 2 parts. So hopefully that's a lot better. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay. So how I'm going to do this reading is very simple. I'm going to pull 1 card for each question. So 1 card for all 6 questions. Then I'm going to come back and clarify certain cards, especially the cards that I might need more information on, or I might not be 100% certain or very confused on. So I'm definitely going to do that. Yeah, hopefully that helps with trimming back the time for the video so it's not too long. So hopefully this method works out right. If it does, I'm probably going to use it in the future, but let's see how it goes. Okay, first tarot card for the first question, which is, will Halle Bailey ever get back to the level of fame she was going to have before she got pregnant? So let's see. The first tarot card. Oh wait, am I going to flip them all over? Or should I do one at a time? Well, I'm going to do one at a time since I'm pulling 1 card for every question. Okay. So let me go back to where I was saying. Okay, first tarot card represents, will Halle Bailey ever get back to the level of fame she was going to have before she got pregnant? So we have the Judgment card. And I can already tell what's a Judgment card because the Judgment card is also my public opinions card. And since it's upright, so far that's a good thing since it's upright. But it also can mean subjective, which means the level of fame you mean. So the question is asking, going back to the level of fame that she was going for before she got pregnant. Because I think before she got pregnant, I think that was when, Little Mermaid and stuff like that, even though I'm pretty sure the Little Mermaid movie got a lot of backlash, but still, it's very subjective. I feel like over time, the public can come back around for Halle Bailey, but for some reason with this Judgment card, I'm getting the vibe of like I said earlier, subjective, which means fame as in, was she really very famous beforehand? I know she was in the Little Mermaid movie, but the thing is, I also know that her and her sister were also in like this music group. Even though I didn't know about Halle Bailey and her sister until I think past pandemic or something like that. I don't know. I feel like fame. I'm not sure the level of fame people. Okay, how can I say this? I'm not trying to be rude. Okay, I'm not sure the level of fame Halle originally had. Could she get it back? Sure, but if she was like in the beginnings of being like a worldwide superstar, if you think about it, then it's almost like she's going to be stuck in that phase of trying to be worldwide. You know what I mean? So it's like a weird double-edged sword, almost like a monkey paw. Like there's a catch to it. Like, yes, could she regain a lot of the fame that she had going for her? Sure. But that might also mean she might not be able to push through the barriers to get where she needs to go. Like, think of like someone who goes viral, and there's people who go viral and they can become, famous for being viral. But there's people who go viral and they're one-hit wonders. So think about it like that. It's more complex. Like, yes, she can be viral, or she can be famous in a way, like be known. But does that equals, being in a bunch of movies in the future, making a lot of money, being considered like an A-lister? That's very subjective. Like, that's where it gets murky at right there. It gets murky right there. I do think the public in general, will be a lot more kinder to Halle in the future. That can allow some room for her to get back into her grind. But I'm a little worried about the end results. It's almost like, it reminds me of someone or celebrity, whatever, stuck in this phase or this stage, and they cannot break through. Think about, a perfect example of what I mean is the whole thing about some artists trying to become mainstream, because if you become mainstream, like you kind of made it, you can, get a broader audience. You're more than I don't know, I feel like some people who are mainstream was like a one-hit wonder, low key. But in a way, if you think about it, like people who are indie or trying to, get off from the ground up and stuff like that, their main goal is to become mainstream, stuff like that. So think of it like that. Think of it as Halle being stuck at star level when she's trying to become a superstar. You see what I mean? It's like not everybody can be a superstar. You can be a star, but there's a difference between being a star and superstar. So I feel like previously with this questions asking, Halle could have been in her star status on the cups of becoming a superstar, but because of everything that happened, she might stay in that boundary of being so close to becoming a superstar, but never receiving that superstar or worldwide or whatever label. You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. I'm trying to explain the best I can. I'm just trying to tell you there's like a double meaning going on with this question. Like, I see some forgiveness in her from the public in the future when it comes to her I guess going back into trying to get on her fame grind or career or whatever. But I also feel that her getting back that position she was in is like almost like backhanded. Like, yes, that's good. She got back to where she wanted to be, but where she wasn't the end goal, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah. Okay, so to keep it simplistic, to give you just a straightforward answer, could she get back to that level of fame? Yes, but I feel like you need to look at it as maybe she might get back to how she was or where she was at right before the Little Mermaid role, or just in the beginning of that Little Mermaid role. Because I feel like she can reclaim a spot, but it's not it's not her end goal, is what I'm trying to say. It's not the end goal. So since she never reached her full potential of like becoming this mega superstar, super I don't know, super worldwide known or whatever, stuff like that. Some people can say, oh, she's worldwide known. Just because you're in a movie doesn't mean people remember you. You gotta remember that. And that movie did have a lot of backlash. You gotta remember that too. So, like I'm leaning towards yes, but it's like technicalities are not really aligned here. Like it's not as positive in a way you might think. Okay, so moving on to the second question we have is, does Halle regret letting DDG knock her up at such a pivotal time in her career? Okay, second tarot card we have for this question is the Sun card. Okay, a lot of people might be surprised by this. Just by first glance, the Sun card is telling me that I don't think Halle had regrets about being or having a baby with DDG during this time period, because she felt very satisfied. She felt like she already almost like made it, or she achieved something. And that baby or that pregnancy was just a part of the abundance that she was growing and receiving. But yeah, this Sun card, I don't think she regretted. I don't think she, wait, is Halle a fire sign? The Sun card is Leo, fire sign. Okay, my bad, sorry. I wasn't sure whether or not what her zodiac sign is. As I was saying, yeah, with the Sun card, Halle accepted this pregnancy with open arms. It wasn't like, oh my God, what I should do. This is like not the perfect time of my career. Should I get, allegedly for entertainment purposes, abortion? Should I try to do this and that? It was nothing like that. It was like love, acceptance, full arms. I want to receive this baby type of energy. I'm not sure how people are going to feel about that. Like, there's no regrets. Because the question is asking, does she regret letting DDG knock her up at such a pivotal time during her career? The answer is no. She was very happy and positive during this time, and she already felt like she achieved so much that either she never thought she could achieve, or people never thought she could, something like that. She just felt like it's almost like this is a perfect time to receive all my blessings. And that child was part of either one of her goals, like she always wanted to have a kid, or just she saw it as part of the, I guess you can say, journey of her life, life purpose, your journey and stuff like that. So she didn't see it as a bad or negative sign. Like some people might think, some people think having a baby so early in your career is a bad thing, but it's subjective. Everyone's different. Some people like having babies when they're younger or early in their career. Some people like having babies when they're a little bit older or when they're more established in their career. Personally, I'm all in favor for more established because you want a good foundation. But like I said, it's very subjective. Funny enough, something else I'm going to say about this Sun card for this question, a lot of this energy is like focused on her, like herself. And what I mean by that is, it's almost like this has nothing to do with DDG. It's just more like, I'm happy for myself to receive this blessing. Personally, not picking up a lot of energy like, oh, I'm happy to be having this baby with DDG. He's the perfect partner. I always wanted a baby. I'm not really getting those type of vibes. I'm just getting happy to have the child. So I feel like whether or not this could have been DDG or not, like, it's almost like optional. Like if she was dating someone else and this happened, she wouldn't feel some type of way about it either. So it's almost like DDG is more of an afterthought in a way. She only cares about just fulfilling what's right for her, what she deems as part of her life journey, her life path. Whether it's with someone, without someone, I don't think she really harped on the idea that getting pregnant by DDG was a good or bad thing. She just cared about the end results, which is her son. I think her son name's Halo. Okay, let's move on to the third question because that was very straightforward to the point, that card. So question number 3 is, how does the energy view her? Have they given up on her in general now they're, with the drama and everything and her having a baby, yada, yada, yada. So yeah, tarot card number 3. We have the, 5 of Wands. Oh wow, I was not expecting to see this. The 5 of Wands for this question, for how the industry slash entertainment industry view her, it is completely divided behind the scenes. Some people are like, why would she do this? This is so reckless, yada yada. Some people are like, yeah, she's so young, she's inexperienced, she's immature, like give her some grace. Everybody's divided behind the scenes. They don't know how to feel about this situation, which I find very interesting. It feels a little bit like how the public is right now. Everybody's divided. People are treating like he said, she said, yada yada yada. But people behind the scenes, they're very divided. They don't know how to feel about this. Some people are like disappointed in her. She should have known better. Or like, why would she do this? Like, this is like all mistakes she's making. Like, these are rookie mistakes. People are like, there's another side like, oh, give her grace. She's young, inexperienced. We all done dumb things when we're young, get her in love, yada, yada, yada. It's like, it's 50-50 right here. It's very 50-50 with this, Five of Wands. With this Five of Wands too, because I'm also picking up a lot of aggression. I feel like the people that are mad at her, I feel like these are people that invested a lot into her. So these people who are upset with her in her decisions probably invested like either into her career, or they banked a lot on her and her success, I guess you could say her trajectory for going forward in this industry and stuff like that. Like, oh, we saw a bright future ahead of you, but now everything's stunted. These obstacles are in the way now. Like, it's kind of like that. There's a lot of tension, a lot of uncomfortable tension right now with the whole Halle Bailey and her decision making. The decisions that she is making right now in her life and career base right now. So it's a lot of division, arguing, he said, she said, people are trying to like be fair, other people are like, no. It's kind of like that. So to answer the question, people are very divided on her. People in the industry are very divided. They don't know how to feel. Some people feel negative, some people feel positive. So it's very hard to give a straightforward answer because it's very divided right now. Like, people are fighting. I know people on the nay side who don't like what she's been doing feel like they're losing opportunities because they're invested into her a little bit. There's some anger and aggression towards investing and being very angry and wanting to lash out a little bit. But there is also another side that helps balance it out, who wants to give her grace, be understanding, see the positives, the negatives, but also it's like learning from the mistakes, learning from this and that, whatever. Okay, move on to question number 4, because question number 3 was again, another straightforward to the point question with that one card. So question number 4 we have is Halle Bailey low-key being blackballed? Well, from the previous question, I feel like there are still people in her corner, even though there's people that are upset. I feel like they're just upset that their investment has caused, a roadstop, more challenges for them, stuff like that. But we'll see. So the 4th tarot card we have for this question is if Halle Bailey is blackballed. We have the World card. Okay, ooh. So do I think that she's blackballed? Judging by this World card, and the World card is upright, which is telling me, okay, wait, quick pause. I realize I'm using a certain type of deck. Is this deck have reverses in it? I'm a little worried that I chose a deck that I didn't reverse. Let me do a quick glance. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, I'll look at the back of my deck, make sure. Please tell me there's reverses in here. Please tell me there are reverses. They're reverses, so that's good. I was like, why every single card been upright? So, okay. Anyway, back to the World card. Do I think that she is being blackballed? Honestly, I don't know. I don't feel like she's being blackballed. The World card is upright, which means the industry, the people who can blackball Halle Bailey, still see that she have accomplished a lot of her goals they gave her. So she's completed the things she needed to do, whether or not it's 100% effective or not. She still did what she needed to do. She did what they asked her to do. She did a pretty good job of these things. So it's like, can you really blackball her, even though she did, almost everything right? Despite her personal life, career-wise, she's doing what she's told to do. She's doing the right things, making the right move, listen to the right people, like she, supposed to. And because of that, I'm having a hard time seeing that she's being blackballed. honestly, I feel like since she accomplished the goals that these people behind the scenes set for her, I feel like they have more things, more tasks, more goals for her in the future. So again, there is a lot of, I guess you can say, being understanding of her situation. Because if you think about it, she's not the first person to deal with relationship problems, who's famous, who deal with public court cases, public backlashes, controversy. She's not the first person. She will not be the last person. So I feel like there's a lot of overlooking that and focusing on her accomplishments and the things that she's done within the industry. And I feel like people still behind the scenes, they want to use her. So maybe that could also be seen as she still have opportunities coming her way. Whether or not that can be soon or in the future, excuse me, there's still opportunities coming her way, and they want to align those opportunities with her. So to answer the question, is she being blackballed? I personally do not think so. Like I said, the world card is upright. I feel like people behind the scenes, they're either going to find a niche for her to belong in, like her own different type of path or road, but they're going to find something for her. So I don't think she's completely blackballed or blackballed at all. Like there's still some type of opportunities for her in this industry. Okay, so the fifth tarot card that represents the fifth question we have is, how did Disney feel when they found out that Halle was pregnant during the promotion of The Little Mermaid? Was they mad and upset? That's what the question's asking. Again, I pulled one card for this question. This might be one of those questions where I might come back and clarify if I don't get a broad enough answer. But yeah, so let's go ahead and flip it over and see the answer to this question. How did Disney feel about finding out Halle was pregnant during promotion of The Little Mermaid? We have the reverse Two of Wands. Finally, my first reverse card for the spread. Okay, first of all, the most logical thing, the reverse Two of Wands, they saw this as a setback in their plans, because I feel like Disney had a lot of plans for her, possibly using her. For some reason, in my head, I just thought about voice acting. Maybe Halle can't sing, and Disney love people that are like triple threats, who can act, sing, and dance and stuff like that. So I feel like they could have wanted to use her for like things like voice acting, some more Disney roles and stuff like that. And of course, this has caused a setback in their plans for using her specifically. The question is more about her being pregnant during that time. So were they pissed, or pissed / angry? If it was more like upset, like I said, because they had goals and plans for her, so it's more like upset that your investment, excuse me, your investment fell through. Let's say you're doing a risky investment, so you put in money, so you can either lose money or make a lot of money. So they're putting their investment in Halle, and they were hoping to make a lot of money with her going forward in the future. And because of everything that happened, they kind of lost money. It was kind of like that. They see it as more like a business deal versus actual personal connection with Halle. It's more business than personal. So I feel like they wouldn't really give a rat's a word that she got pregnant. It's more about how that affected them going forward long term. Like if she would have gotten pregnant after the promotion of Little Mermaid and stuff like that, making sure the movies came out, did her little red carpet or whatever, they still would have felt like their plans for her for the future is like stumped. Like it's like it went to shit. So it's not really about her being pregnant per se. It's more about how this is going to affect a lot of things moving forward. Like they could have wanted to push her in this very cutesy, innocent princess thing. I'm not saying you can't be cutesy and innocent as a mother. I'm just saying they could have probably want to push her to more younger crowds. So not think about things like adult activities or whatever like that. Also, they could have possibly wanted to do what they used to do back in the day. Something I remember back in the day of watching Disney. They like to make sure everybody who works in Disney, if they date anybody, they wanted them to date inside the Disney ecosystem. So maybe they wanted to push a uprising male co-star that works with Disney with Haley, and that could have stumped their plans. Like, dang, we could have used this to elevate this other person, or we could use this person to elevate Haley. It's like all these different things that could have happened in the future, all these multiple different plans. If they had a more loose, I guess you can say, flexible Haley without potential baggage. I know I'm not saying that her child is baggage or her being in a relationship is baggage per se. It's just a lot of these factors can be both a positive and negative for you sometimes. So to answer the question, like how they felt about the whole thing, were they mad and pissed? Like they were upset, but they were more upset that her plans for her, all these ideas they could have used her for, kind of fell through during that moment, during that time period and stuff like that. Because you have to adjust around her schedule during the time period because she was pregnant, whatever. So she can only do so much, do certain things, and she might not be comfortable doing other type of things or engaging in this or being a certain type of like PR relationships. Like think about all these factors that come into play. Her becoming pregnant isn't really the full focus or the full source of them being upset. It's just the idea of losing an investment. They were willing to take a risk on her. So they wanted to take a risk on Haley's career. So boost her and make her do more things that's connected to Disney, da da da. But because that fell through because of this and that, they're more upset about losing investment, okay? It's more about that. I feel like the pregnancy is more of an afterthought over time. It's not the main focus of what it is. Let's just say if it wasn't pregnancy, it was like some type of controversy during that time, like a really, really bad controversy or whatever. And that could have ruined another opportunity for her. Like, let's say she was exposed for bullying somebody, and then Disney wanted her to be the face of the anti-bullying campaign, someone who's like loving, caring, you should be nice, da da da. Because I think they used to do that. I think they did. I feel like, or unless that's Mandela effect, I don't know. I feel like they used to do anti-bully stuff, whatever, and that could ruin that business opportunity because she got exposed for bullying. Or if you think about back when Disney used to do the whole purity rings, I know a lot of people might have forgot about that. If you're really, really young, you probably forgot about that. Disney used to do the whole purity rings about being abstinent or whatever. Don't have sex until you're married, yada yada. So maybe think of it like, oh, they wanted to promote her to do that, but here she go getting pregnant or da 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 in a relationship, and that's like the end result, which means she would have lied, which means the whole idea for using her face for that wouldn't work out. It would be like, come on now. Basically, I'm just trying to tell you that Disney was upset, but there wasn't like angry. They're just upset that their plans, their investment just fell through with Haley, what they had planned for her during that time. Because I feel like there was something back to back, and that did not happen. Especially worldwide. I don't know what this is. There's something worldwide here of wanting to use her, maybe promote her. Maybe it's like if she's like in this box, think of like PG-13. When you're in a box, you can get sent out or you can be promoted to broader audience due to like religious beliefs, certain type of cultures and stuff like that might not be more open to certain things. Probably they wanted to box her into a certain category and send her off, trying to be like promote her to be that worldwide superstar I was saying earlier. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm talking crazy a little bit going through these questions. I feel like I'm talking crazy, but hopefully what I'm saying is making sense. I'm trying to explain the best way I can. I'm trying to explain the way that's coming in through my head, but sometimes I realize that my logic might not be the same logic as everybody else. We all think differently sometimes. Okay, moving on to question number 6. So far I'm making pretty good time. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I thought this video was gonna be like an hour long, but then again I haven't clarified anything. So we'll see. But anyway, question number 6 we have for the 6th tarot card is Haley losing opportunities because of this DDG mess? Even though the previous questions I still felt like she had opportunities coming to her, whether it's now or in the future, there's going to be some opportunities still coming towards Haley Way. I felt that in the previous questions, but we'll see with the 6th tarot card. Is she losing opportunities because of DDG drama? We have the 9 of Cups. No. So, I was right. Again, a lot of people are going to be surprised by this question. People thinking that this whole mess with DDG is going to like really self-sabotage her whole career or make her lose opportunities because people don't want to get involved with this and that. But honestly, the Nine of Cups is about being fulfilled, finding satisfaction, getting all the luxuries and abundance coming towards you. Your cup is overfilled. You have so many cups, which means that can translate into so many options. So I don't think she's losing opportunities because of the DDG mess, okay? She might be laying low, but I don't think she's losing opportunities with this whole DDG drama that's going on right now. Honestly, I'm starting to feel like with this Nine of Cups in those previous cards, I feel like she's someone who she might see like, okay, so we might see it as little success. Like, oh, her getting this role is like, that's good, but it can be better. She might see little wins or little success as something big. So her level of expectations for herself or what she considers like, oh, you're succeeding, you're on top, you're winning, might be a lot lower than people think, because little things is still a big win for her. Like getting a Coca-Cola commercial is still a big achievement in her eyes. That's not, oh, that's low, this and that. Like, oh, that's not better than getting a brand deal with a electronics. They pay more, whatever. She doesn't see it like that. She sees any opportunity as a good opportunity. That in her eyes, any opportunity is in her eyes, any opportunity means that you're succeeding, you're winning, you're going forward to where you need to be. So she sees the positive in a lot of things, whether it's little or big. She sees it as a giant win for her. So that's probably why I'm like, for the question, the Nine of Cups came out for is she losing, opportunities because of DDG mess? Technically not. Like I said, maybe some type of way she might be losing some type of giant opportunities, but she see all opportunities as the same, especially small opportunities. So in her mind, it's not losing anything. She's still going to gain opportunities regardless. Whether in our minds, that's a little opportunity or that's a big opportunity. She doesn't see it that way. She doesn't see it as, oh, this is better than that. Yeah. Because the Nine of Cups is being very content, satisfied at where you are in life, where you are in your career, the things that you get. It's weird. It's like, honestly, I'm liking Haley's vibes because she's almost like going with the flow. She finds happiness and positivity in every little thing. There's no such thing as like, oh my God, I'm not keeping up with everybody else, or this person have better deals than me. I need to do the same thing. I need to have more sales than this person. I need to have more streams with this person. I don't feel like Haley is like in this competitive mindset of trying to be big and better. It's almost like she's content wherever she is in her life and in her career. She finds positivity in little things. Like even if her song, like let's say she didn't get the number one spot or she didn't get the top 20 spot that her after her song's release, her getting like in the 70s or 80s or even at 90s on the Billboard is still a win for her. So it's like she still sees that as a major accomplishment underneath her belt and underneath her as a person, which is honestly, it's really good. That's like a good positive mindset. You're not getting upset. You're not getting angry because you're not this or that. I can respect that, honestly. Honestly, allegedly for entertainment purposes, I feel like Haley will, because of this mindset, she will find success in little things that she do or wherever she goes in life or goes in her career. Like whatever path she goes down, she will find her version of success. It might not be our version for her success. Like some of us might want her to be a superstar that's crazy popular around the world. Maybe for her, that's not her goal. Maybe she just wants to be famous. Maybe she wants to be known. Maybe she wants to be an influencer. Maybe she doesn't want to be a celebrity. Maybe she's okay with being a DFC B-lister. I don't know what she is, to be honest, but maybe she's okay with that. Like, I feel like our expectations for her are not her expectations, and I feel like her expectations, especially in my mind, are a lot lower than I'm thinking for her. And again, I don't think she's mad about that. Like, we might be upset that she's not getting certain type of deals or reaching this level of height in her career, but she's not. She's happy. She's satisfied. She's content. She feels like she's succeeding. She feels blessed. She feels comfortable where she's at or where she's going to be at in her life/career. Wow, this reading has been very interesting. Like, it really opened my eyes to seeing Halle as a certain type of person, because I have a certain expectations when it comes to celebrities. My expectations for celebrities are very, very low. I'll be honest with you, it's very low. But I'm actually very happy to see that Halle has a certain type of mindset like this, because I feel like it's really good, especially since she's young, with all that's going on with her and the backlash. She's not letting anybody face her. Like, it's weird. It's crazy because I've heard some things about the whole drama between DDG and Halle. Like, there's screenshots that she submitted of abuse. There's screenshots that DDG posted online about her being like crazy, or her trying, unalive herself or something like that. Despite all of that, there is positivity. Like, where she at currently is 2025 is her current energy I'm pulling on right now. Some energy are from the past, but current trajectory she's going on right now, she's very positive the way she's thinking about career. It makes me think maybe she values having fun in her personal versus someone who values being famous, being super, super rich. Like, think of someone who chooses like love and family over fame and career. I wonder if career is even a thing. Well, we all need money to survive. That's the thing. You need money to survive. So maybe career isn't really her life purpose. Like, she don't mind doing what she does. Like, she's talented in a lot of different arenas, but maybe that's not her end all be all, is, being super, super famous, being at the top. That's not her goal. Her goal is just to be comfortable. Think of like people who want to be rich and people who want to be middle class. Like, I feel like it's a good compromise. Like, that's what I'm getting. Dang, this reading went by faster than I expected. Honestly, I'm trying to think, like, what card do I need to clarify? Some of these cards are very straight to the point. Like, it doesn't really need clarifications, I'll be honest with you. Like, it's very, like, tic-tac-toe. Like, there's nothing more to see here. Like, it is what it is. I guess I might as well just pull that 7th card for the question number 7 and just focus on that card to fill out this extra time that I have, because the reading is basically done with the other questions. So question number 7 is, where would Halle career have been if she never had a kid? This person, just curious, and they're not saying like, oh, having a kid is bad, yada, yada. They're just curious about how this would have gone if she didn't have a kid just yet, this early in her career. Even though I said earlier, I don't think it was a problem for her. Like, she sees it as part of her life journey. It's like, if I'm meant to be a mom now, it is what it is. Like, I accept my blessings. So let's see. Okay, I just pulled 3 tarot cards. The 3 tarot cards are very simple, to the point. The tarot card on the left represents Halle's career. Tarot card on the right will represent what would her career would have been if she never had a kid. And the tarot card in the middle represents the clarification between these 2 energies. So yeah, let's jump into the reading. Okay, I'm gonna flip them all over. The first tarot card we have to represent her career energy. We have the Tower card, and then tarot card on the right to represent, what her career would have been. She never had a kid. Would have the Hierophant, and then the tarot card in the middle represents the clarification energy between the 2 energies. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, with the Tower card that represents her career energy right fucking now, basically is represented, the bitch is falling apart, allegedly for entertainment purposes. Things are falling apart, but the Tower card is also like, it's necessary. Like, the foundation kind of got effed up, so everything needs to fall for things to get better, because you have the Tower card next to the Page of Pentacles, which is things are lost now, but there's new things in the making, which is new opportunities, new job, new career path, yada, yada, yada. Now let's focus on the Hierophant card, because I'm more interested in what her career would have been if she didn't have a kid, which is very interesting. This would have been very cookie cutter. It makes me think that her career would have been a lot more stricter if she didn't have a kid. Like, if she was able to get past a certain phase, they would have put her down a certain career path that's very strict, very controlled. Because the Hierophant card, when it comes to celebrities, is also like my industry card. I like to call it also my Hollywood card. There's a lot of control and a lot of rules. I feel like she would have been either put in a strict contract, receive strict rules or guidance from someone in the industry when she made it past a certain point. Possibly if she wouldn't have gotten pregnant after the whole Little Mermaid thing. Because like I said earlier, that I feel like they already had opportunities, like Disney had opportunities lined up for her going forth, but those plans got failed or those plans fell through. Honestly, with the Page of Pentacles in between these two, despite everything, I feel like at the end of the day, she's still Halle career-wise, she still would have received opportunities, but certain opportunities would have brought her down a different path. I do feel like the path with her not having a kid would have been extremely strict, like a very questionable contract, and someone behind the scenes making sure she stays in a bubble or fit a certain type of image so she can receive these opportunities, these blessings. I'm actually a little worried because even though I do see a positive with her not having the kid during the time period that she did, there was this energy of, oh, I'm going to work you like a horse, kind of like a worker bee. It's like strict, someone like controlling her and what she can and can't do going forward after reaching such a milestone. Again, that worries me because in the industry, they be doing like, especially like managers and when you have these contracts with labels, they be a little weird and iffy. And have that much control over another person is, it gives me like the ick a little bit. It gives me the ick. Like, it reminds me of people like Britney Spears. You remember when she was in a conservatorship and stuff like that? That like level of control. I don't think Halle would have been in a conservatorship. I'm just saying that level of control over someone's bodily autonomy is a little iffy. It's like, it gives me the ick. It's like a little weird. I just feel like someone shouldn't have that much say and that much control over your life / career. No, there's nothing wrong with having a manager help manage your career, but managing your life is a whole nother thing. Bouncing back to that Tower card, of course, right now we're seeing a lot of shifts going on. I do feel like what's happening right now is actually going to be very beneficial towards her career going forward. I'm not going to say this is a humbling experience. It's more like she tried to keep things going. This makes me think about her relationship. I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about her and DDG's relationship, but something tells me that she tried to keep this relationship going for as long as it could. Try to keep her career intact or her career stable at most, like keep it stable and this and that, like balancing two different things, balancing a relationship and balancing her career for so long. But eventually it was going to fall apart because there was like overcompensating certain areas, like having to neglect this, aka neglect your career to maintain the relationship. I feel like there was a lot of that at play. And that makes me think, did she self-sabotage some of her opportunities to keep this relationship, especially now that she had a baby, all this going or in a good place per se? I don't know. You know what? I'll pull some more tarot cards. I got plenty of time. Let me pull some more tarot cards, dang it. I will say this before I pull some more tarot cards. I feel like regardless, weirdly enough, I feel like I get this vibe that eventually, even out of rebellion, I think she was going to end up pregnant anyway, whether it was by DDG or not. I feel like eventually it's like very almost in her path of her life to have a kid. I'm not sure that's part of her aspirations. Have Halle ever talked about being a mother and stuff like that? I don't know. I feel like she was going to have a kid regardless at a young age. I'm going to be honest with you. But anyway, let me clarify some more of these cards. Okay, I pulled 3 more tarot cards to clarify that Hierophant card. We have the Reverse 10 of Cups. We have the Empress card. What did I just say? This girl would have been a mother regardless of if she didn't have his baby now. It would have happened eventually at a young age. I'm being honest with y'all right now. And then we have the Hangman. And again, what did I just say? I feel like she would have had the Hangman card next to the Empress card. I feel like she would have had this baby out of rebellion. Like, she would have, if she was in this tight contract or people were controlling her on what she can and can't do, I feel like she would have rebelled. That's what I'm saying. Like, is Halle a fire sign? I don't know. I feel like she would have rebelled immediately, or over time she would have rebelled and did what she wanted to do. Like I said, it's giving me deja vu of like Britney Spears, or like when Britney just pop out of nowhere and pregnant and married with somebody and stuff like that. Is it giving those type of vibes? Because I feel like if she would have prioritized her career over relationship, ironically enough, I feel like she would have grown to be she would have grown to either hate fame or grown to be very lonely and seeking some type of family and love, which would have resulted again in like pregnancy or whatever. And again, with the Hangman, this is also a card that talks about like someone feeling trapped, feeling confined, like uncertainty of where to go, like what type of direction to go in life, and someone needing to release, let go, be free. Because even in the image, someone have their hands are tied and stuff like that. Just want to be free from this, like break free of the shackles and stuff like that. And she would have saw eventually, while focusing so much on this career, that if she was a mother, she'll be able to slow down, feel loved, like feels a different type of, I guess the word that I'm looking for is value. She's no longer being valued as this workhorse who's like making money, has to do this and that, have this certain type of image. No, she's being valued now, her own personal self as a mother, someone who's putting this first, family first, baby first, versus career. Again, with the reverse 10 of Cups, I don't think her, even in the hypothetical future, I don't think whatever relationship, whether it was with DDG or not, would have worked out. It would have resulted in a baby, but it wouldn't have worked out regardless. But yeah, I wonder, like, I've heard about the Bailey twins. Well, they're not twins, my bad. The Bailey sisters. I heard they were like child stars, right? Why am I getting this vibe that Halle just won't be able to handle so much pressure from fame? It's like I don't feel like she would be able to handle it for some reason. I'm not sure why. Because I feel like she would have got burnt out and wanted to do the complete opposite. Like, F trying to be, famous and focus on career. I want a family. I want to be loved. I want to slow down. I want to enjoy the good life. Enjoy the, the fruits of your labor and stuff like that. Like, now I'm curious about Haley's family life. Why would she, it's almost like she's replacing love or relationships with family. And why would you replace your family with a relationship and a random baby? Oh, that's disrespectful. Why would you look towards a relationship as the solution for familiar love? Like, why would you this soon build your own family? What is wrong with your current family, which is your sister, her mother and father? I think they have another sister. I think either another sister or a brother or something like that. What's wrong with your family for you to seek it somewhere else and create your own? That's something that's also throwing me off here. Going back to the broad question of, where would her career be, if she didn't have a kid? Funny enough, I feel like this would have been a full circle. Like, yes, she would have gone further in her career, but her going further would have caused questionable people to latch onto her and try to control her, try to make her do things that she possibly, I wouldn't say she wouldn't do. It's just things that she wouldn't be able to handle. Because I feel like there's a lot of pressure of trying to, you got this momentum. You're going to have to keep it. You got to work harder, make more money, take all these opportunities, do what we say, follow this contract. You're going to do this. It's like this back to back, almost like overworking. It's like super overworking. Like, it would have created burnt out. And I also feel like she would eventually felt trapped, which would lead to rebellion. And this could be rebelling into a questionable relationship. And that questionable relationship would have ended up with a baby, which is kind of funny because that's what happened right now. So I feel like regardless if she waited to have a baby or not, she would have ended up having a baby, especially at a young age. It's almost like it's part of her journey, part of her destiny. I don't know how to put it. It feels like, what's the word? It feels like it's written in time, like the destiny thing, like it's faded. It's weirdly enough, it feels a little bit faded for some reason. Even if she waited to have the baby, I feel like she still would have had a baby at a young age regardless, with a questionable person or a questionable partner regardless. But she would have had a baby out of more of, I guess you could say, her rebellion, or her doing something against the people who are trying to control her, trapping her in this contract or confining her to a certain type of label that's mentally breaking her over a certain amount of time. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's answering your question. I don't have your name for the commenter, but yeah, I might pull 3 more tarot cards just before I end this reading, just to really see, like, is this really what her career will look like basically what it is right now, just a little bit further, in her having more status and money. Just the same thing would have happened again. I'm gonna pull some more cards just to see, is this really like what would have happened if she just never had that kid. Okay, I pulled 3 more tarot cards before I end this reading. We have the 9 of Swords, we have the reverse Page of Swords, and then we have the reverse Temperance card. Oh wow, this is not good, which is so crazy that her having a baby was actually a positive outcome for her mentally. Like, maybe her career would have been good, like she would have had more career opportunities, made more money, be at a certain status, but Halle mentally would have been fucked. She would have been depressed, mentally unstable. Like, it's like giving bad vibes. Because I feel like the Temperance card, unbalanced, indulging in substance, like doing all the bad things, like going down like the Hollywood or like the Hollywood lifestyle route, where like it goes downhill. You know, everybody's on drugs because they're unhappy. They're trying to mentally cope. It's giving me that with the reverse Page of Swords in the middle, which means she would have been unfortunately receiving a lot of negative attention, which would have been not good, because the reverse Page of Swords is like really bad gossip and rumors, things that are, I guess you can say, like bad news, bad publicity, and stuff like that, due to her being mentally unstable and balanced. Because we even got the 9 of Swords cards, which is again basically what I just said: mentally unstable, depression, anxiety, insomnia, like just you're spiraling here, you're spiraling. And then the Temperance card, again, you're spiraling, you're unbalanced, everything in life is like falling apart, you don't have your peace of mind. And this connects to when you don't have peace or balance, you can latch onto things that are not good for you. So negative patterns might develop, which I said again was substances or whatever, like overdoing it because you don't have balance to stop. So again, it's so weird. It's so crazy. Like, her having this baby was the positive outcome in her timeline versus her not having the baby. Because if she would have waited, like I said, I still feel like she still would have ended up having a kid at a young age, but she would have been having a kid out of, like, you know, snapping, of trying to rebel. It's like, again, it's giving me like Britney Spears vibes for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's giving me very Britney Spears vibes. Like, it's like almost like you're doing this during a very dark period of a very dark period of your life, because you're trying to like reclaim control. So you're doing things that make you feel like you're in control, which means hooking up with someone, having a baby, drinking this, drugs that allegedly for entertainment purposes, like doing these things, like trying to get control, because so many people are trying to control you. So you're trying to control yourself, and you're trying to mentally stay stable because you feel like you're just drowning. You feel like you're just drowning in all this expectations, responsibilities, all this work, which is crazy. Like, I feel like her career would have been good, but Halle's personal life and her mental health would have been awful. Like, awful if she did not have this child when she did. Like, if she would have focused on her career, yes, her career would have been pretty good. Would it be the 100% best? Yeah. Like, maybe she would have been actually closer to that superstar level. But everything else, personal, family, love, mental health, it would have been downhill. It would have been awful. And I feel like, again, regardless, she would end up having a baby anyway in a young age with a questionable ass dude. I'll be honest with you. It would have happened anyway. It's almost giving like it's written through destiny or written through time is fated at this point is giving that. I just feel like it would not have been in her best favor to have that kid later on in her career, it seems, when I pull these cards, because she would have been in a really, really bad mental place, because she's going like doing this rebellion of just doing whatever to feel in control so other people can, stop trying to force her to do this and that. Again, hopefully I'm making sense to you guys. I know this was very confusing. This is like a different way of I'm doing spreads with my readings going forward. So I'm trying to like test it out. So this was a test out reading. I'm actually surprised that this reading was a lot shorter than I expected. So I'm definitely going to practice more with this way I'm doing it, like pulling one card and then I'm choosing a question where I want to clarify on, because I can give you guys the information, the answers that you're looking for in a shorter time, because I've been noticing that a lot of my videos have been a little too long, so I'm trying to cut them short, okay? But again, summarized question, her career would have been pretty good, pretty decent, pretty good, whatever. But her personal life, love life, family, mental health would have been trash. It would have been trash. She would have ended up still having a baby at a young age with a questionable dude, whether it's DDG or not, with a questionable bad dude that's not toxic, because she's looking for love and validation. She's trying to regain control. She was rebelling, yada, yada, yada. But yeah. Again, thank you guys for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And don't be scared to, comment below any more request readings you would like me to do.